The world right now, as we all know, is pretty much a mess. But that doesn't mean that we have to be in the mess with it. We can choose to be at peace. But what are the 4 steps to living in peace? I like to share them right now. Again, as I usually say, it isn't easy, but it is worth it. And if you will apply these 4 steps to peace, these 4 principles as such, you will know peace. And no matter what's going on around you in the world, in your life, at work, it doesn't matter. You will stay at peace. So what are they? Number 1, anger is not your friend. Number 2, stay silent. Number 3, judge not. And number 4, control not. Let's start with number 1. Anger is not your friend. Anger only begets anger. When you are angry, you're obviously not at peace. And all you're doing is creating more conflict for yourself. That's what I want you to recognize. Anger is not your friend. I know a lot of people think that anger gives them the power to change something. They really don't change anything. All they're doing is making a bigger mess. And it begets anger, so whoever you're angry with will become angry with you, and it just escalates. So when you feel yourself becoming angry, tell yourself, no, not this time. Silently just say, no, I will not go to anger this time. Which brings me to the second principle, or the second step, which is remain silent. Don't let the words of anger out. Once you do, there's no taking them back. If someone is angry with you and are yelling at you, remain silent. Here's the good news. It isn't you that they're really angry with. Their anger is actually coming from them. And that's what I want you to recognize. Their words that are coming out, even in anger, is always about them. Just as what you say is really all about you. And that brings me to the third point, the third principle, the third step. Judge not. Remember, under the law of love, which states, what you give another, you gift but unto yourself. So when you judge another, or judge anything for that matter, it really is coming back to you. You are the one that will end up in inner conflict. Judgment really doesn't solve anything. It doesn't change anything. Mostly, it's a way of saying, I'm right, you're wrong. Who cares? In the grand scheme of things, who cares? Who's right, who's wrong? Is it really going to matter 10 years from now? No. And recognize that when you judge, that the judgments you send out because of the law of love, you're gifting back to yourself. So don't be surprised when you realize others are judging you. And that's the fourth step now. Control not. Recognize there's nothing, absolutely nothing, that we really can control or manipulate. Here's why. Because you do not know all of the facts to get to a certain outcome. So the best thing to do is just allow everything to unfold. Just allow it to unfold naturally. You'll be surprised. And if you do these 4 steps, these 4 principles, and work them and live by them, and by work them, that's what I mean, live by them, you will be living from a state of allowance, a state of love. And you will be at peace. No matter what's going on around you, you will be at peace. Let the world fall apart, but you'll still be at peace. And that's the beauty of it. And then you'll recognize one day, peace is your greatest treasure. Peace is my greatest treasure. And I hope that someone out there will hear this and live it and discover how precious inner peace really is.